Welcome back. For those who did come back, we're doing a quick, a quick patch notes review. It's gonna be a long patch. I'm positive it's gonna be a long patch. So we have a lot to get through. Looks like we've got balance changes, we've got system changes. We're talking about Emma as well. The most important thing that we're gonna be taking out of this is going to be Emma's skills ratios, like her numbers, the ranges, things like that, hopefully. In any case, let's get right into it, because I don't want to wait any longer because I'm tired. So, Eternal Return is going to undergo some temporary maintenance on December 22nd. Happy holidays, gang. Aesop here with your favorite post-patch notes. We'll be introducing Emma the Magnificent with this patch, and she's bringing a lot of tricks to the party. Don't ask her how she does them. The magician never reveals her secrets. We've also got some cool other things headed your way. New items. Whoa, new items. Okay, I did not expect new items, but new items, ranked mode, bug fixes, and more. Let's get started. What's up, Skipper? Yeah, dude, she's cute. Anyway, let's talk about Emma. Cheer up, her passive. Every few seconds, Emma's next normal attack deals extra damage equals equal to 3/4% of her SP. I don't know if that means her current SP or her max SP. I'm assuming it's current, but I'm not sure because it specifies maximum for this one. So probably current. She gains a shield absorbing HP equal to 90, 120, 150, or what? So is this like a minimum amount? I don't really get the difference. In any case, 90/120/150 or 3/6/9% of her max SP. Dove Dealer, her Q. So real quick about this passive. This passive seems strong. I mean, like, we don't know the exact numbers. Like, I don't know what kinds of builds she's going to be running and like how much SP she's actually going to be getting. But if there is a reason to run high SP, then this might be it. Keep in mind, Crown, like Imperial Crown, actually gives you a lot of mana still. I think Burgeonet gives you some too. Scotty also gives you some, so I think Amp is probably the correct way to play her, but we'll see. Dove Dealer, her Q. Emma throws a card in the targeted direction, dealing 40 to 180 with a 45% attack power ratio damage to the first enemy hit, and revealing her Hidden Dove. If her Hidden Dove is revealed when she throws the card, she will also throw a card. What? Oh, okay, so it's saying like when the dove is already out and she throws her Q, she'll throw 2 Qs. One will come from the bird, one will come from her. Hitting enemy with a card reduces the cooldown of Dove Dealer by 1 second. Enemies hit by both cards have their movement speed reduced by 30%. It's a 5. Ooh, that's a short cooldown. That's a really, like, actually short cooldown. So if you have decent CDR, we're talking 30 to 40%. That thing goes down to about only like a 3.5 second cooldown ish, and it also can get reduced again. So hitting an enemy with 1 card reduces the cooldown by 1 second. So if you're throwing out 2 cards, one from your bird, one from you, does that reduce it twice? Could. So if that's reducing it twice, then that basically just doesn't have a cooldown. Like, it's almost no cooldown, like a 1 to 1.5 second cooldown. 10 meter range. I have actually no bearing as to how long that is. I think that's pretty long though. Yeah, that seems really strong. But keep in mind, as much as you'd want to spam it, she does have a 110 SP cost on it, which is a lot of mana. And I know you're going to be wanting to stack mana on her, but that's a genuine cost. If you're talking like a 1 second cooldown on a spell, it doesn't matter how much your maximum mana is. If your spell costs 110 mana, you can only spam it so fast. Isol's E is 4 meters. Yeah, but I mean, that one's a little harder to judge. Her W, hat trick. Where'd it go? Hat trick. Tosses her hat in the target area. After a few seconds, it explodes, dealing 100 to 300. Ooh, with a really high attack power ratio, 75% damage to the enemies in the area. Hitting an enemy with hat trick reduces its cooldown by 3 seconds. Damn! What the hell? Dude, this character's spells are so spammable. Like, what? You can get this thing really low. Passive. This is her E. So the E has a passive. Every time Emma consumes SP, she recovers HP equal to up to 20% of the consumed SP. We're talking like 20 mana per spell, or 20 HP per spell. That's pretty good. I'll be right back, by the way. Turn up the AC. I like made it cold. I like to sleep with a pretty cold room, so I made it kind of cold. And well, let's just say I'm not sleeping right now. So, anyways, you're gonna be healing a decent amount. I'm definitely gonna be maxing her E first. I think. Maybe. Like, I feel like I want to max her E first because it's such a powerful ability. But then again, like, Q might just be your main source of damage, so it's hard to say for sure. Yo, Flammable. Thanks for the 15 viewer host. I appreciate it, man. How was your stream? Hope you had a good one. Dude, are you excited to look at these patch notes? Because honestly, a short 4-hour stream. Yeah, it's a pretty short stream. You know, just a quick one. In any case, let's talk more about this this E skill. So she's going to be healing about 20-ish HP on most of her spells, and her spells are fairly spammable. So I think this HP is going to add up quite a lot. Emma casts magic at the... Okay, so hold on. So she polymorphs people for 1.5 seconds, which is a long time. Enemies turn into rabbits are slowed by 0.6. Okay, so... in her preview, it said something about root, right? I don't see any root being mentioned here anymore. It's just saying slowed. So I'm guessing there's not... Can you hit polymorphed enemies? We don't know. I haven't seen anything saying you can or can't. If you can, that's absurd. If you can't, it's more reasonable. In any case, the SP goes up every time you level it. The cooldown does go down quite a lot. Actually, maybe I don't know if I want to max E. This is probably the biggest incentive to be maxing E on Emma. But I could definitely see maxing Q being more important just so you actually have damage. But keep in mind, this scaling is insane too. Going from 100 to 300 is a big change. And the percentage on this is really good too. 8-second cooldown that can be reduced by 3 seconds. With a 300 damage plus 0.75 attack power ratio. Like, I would recommend you don't sleep on this W. This W actually seems kind of insane. All of her skills kind of seem insane. Increases the SP cost? I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. You're gonna be stacking a lot of SP regen on this character anyways. So, her ultimate. If you use her ult on her Dove, it's gonna deal 150 to 250 to enemies on the way and rooting them for 1.5 seconds. Wait, oh, so the Dove roots? Okay. The Dove ult activation roots. Hat does the like Oriana pull thing. Deals 200 to 300 with an attack power ratio of God, that's so high, of 75%. Damage to enemies in the area when she comes... Sorry, the area in which she came pulls enemies towards the center. In Rabbit, enemies in the area of the Rabbit are also bunny morph for 1 second. So it's only 1 second for the AoE. Enemies turned into rabbits are slowed by 0.6. So... Oh, it's only a 10-second cooldown at max rank, 13 seconds at... Wow! Dude, I'm actually losing it. This character's so dope. That's so short. So I was saying earlier, like, yo, this character, she doesn't have mobility because unless her ultimate's on a really short cooldown, but on a 10 fucking second cooldown, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? She seems nuts. Unless it's meant to be free. It could be free. You never know. Maybe it is free. I'm actually losing it. This character might be broken. And the numbers are looking amazing. We need a broken release. I agree. We've had nothing but weak characters. Dude, if she gets like hot nerfed a bunch of times where she comes out, I'm gonna be really pissed. I am so stoked for Emma. She looks insane. So stoked. In-game systems, character mode adjustments. Character adjustments are now available in solo mode. Good, 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 good. Correction values for each character will be provided on a character/weapon basis. Crafted items will be automatically swapped. For example, when you craft a higher tier item through crafting of equipment that you get from hunting. What is this trying to say? Crafting is completed even when you're still in combat. Simply said, only when you're being attacked, crafting is cancelled. Does someone want to translate what the hell this says? Because I have no idea. Emma comes out in about 24 hours. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to translate that. Thank you, Aesop. Thank you for the clarification, because I have no idea what that means. I was reading it and I was like, man, I feel like I should understand what this means, but I just have no idea what this means. Aesop, I just wanted to clarify, does Emma's R have a mana cost? Or is it just no cost? Do we know that? Anyways. 100 SP. Okay, because it's not there. So. Equipment swapping during combat. Equipment can no longer be swapped during combat. Combat is defined as 5 seconds after attacking or being attacked. Throw weapons and shurikens can still be swapped in combat. Crafted items can be automatically swapped. For example, when you craft a higher level item. Oh, it's this thing again. Oh. Okay. I get what this is saying. I understand what this is saying now. Okay. This shouldn't be here, by the way. So you should probably remove this. It should be here. Basically what this is saying is item swapping is not allowed in combat anymore. You can't item swap in combat. You can, however, after like once you're not being attacked. So if you're in combat still, you can still craft something and have that upgrade something that you're wearing. For example, if you have a white weapon and somebody hits you, or you hit a chicken, or you just finished killing a chicken, and you go to upgrade. Okay, you're playing a pistol character. You just killed a chicken, you looted a leather. You can upgrade your weapon from a white weapon to the green pistol without having to wait 5 seconds. That's what it's saying. You guys understand it now? That's what it's trying to say. It's saying you can craft things while you're quote unquote in combat, but it doesn't count. You'll still get interrupted if you get hit. But it's not going to stop you from crafting things, because like otherwise you wouldn't be able to quote unquote swap it out. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's so pedantic, it doesn't matter. Ranked matches will begin. Click here for more info on ranked. We already talked about that earlier. Reconnect feature. If you lose your connection for a short time while playing, you will reconnect and resume the game. If you lose your connection for a while and your game shuts down, you can run the game again to reconnect. That is a huge feature. That is enormous. So thank you. When matching is complete, a confirmation box appears for you to accept. Love it. Save plans. You can search by item name in the save plans and catalog. Great. Import save plans list is now properly organized. Great. When making a save plan, the number of materials are now shown. That's also great. There is now clearer team division in team modes when observing. That's great. I was just about to ask for that. I really hope that someday we can get color like colorized health bars in team modes. Like I really hope we can get that. Spectator mode. I already talked about that. All right, Eternal Return developer portal. We've opened a developer portal for the API that allows you to access game records. We will also provide data for third-party developers to create sites related to Eternal Return. Click here to read more. That seems great. Security. We're updating the security and safety for Eternal Return, but we will not be disclosing details. Understandable. Okay, character changes. Bo Nadine is dealing 2% less damage in Duo, which is such a specific change, and I don't understand why they're making it. I don't like what. This is so specific. This is so specific. Who is clamoring for specifically the Duo Bo Nadine nerfs? Who? Can someone explain it to me? Because I can't understand. But in any case, Imperial Silk Gloves are showing slightly higher than expected performance in solo mode. Well, no wonder. Who? What? I mean, I guess I'll fast forward. Imperial Silk Gloves is slightly slower. I think this nunchuck. I guess I'm down for a nunchuck buff, but whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. Magnus, dealing a little bit less damage in duo. Hammer, specifically, dealing a little bit less damage in duo. Shukai, duo mode, gonna be dealing less damage with spear, but more damage with dagger. Okay. Odd, but okay. Squad, similar change, less damage with spear, but more damage with dagger. I don't know why daggers. That's fine, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't affect me. The spear changes is good. I'm glad that he's doing slightly less damage. I think he needs bigger nerfs than just that, but that's okay. It's a change. It's a start. Shuichi, his W. If another animal slash character slash etc. overlaps the dagger is prioritized when dashing to it. This Q is going to be dealing less damage in early ranks, but they max it anyways, so it's okay. Sissela, in higher tiers, builds focused on normal attacks, critical attack, extra normal damage are average, but skill amplification builds have fallen off. We're improving the skills and items to make the most out of skill amplification. Her passive, the skill amp, proportion to lost HP is going up. Hey, I'm down. Her E can no longer be used when CC'd, which was a change that needed to be changed like forever ago, so I'm fine with that. Normal attack power. Oh, so her E just base damage is going up at higher ranks. Okay. Enemies no longer move towards Sissela after being hit by her R. Okay. Honestly, I'm down with these changes. I mean, look, this is a nerf to Sissela, but it was broken. Like, this just was a glitch and led to a lot of broken interactions. Like Heart plus Sissela was really broken, so this is good. This change is, I mean, it's good. It's like objectively good. Sure, yeah, this is good. I like that. This is not that noticeable, but it's a good start. I'm happy there's at least any buffs, but sure, whatever. I'll take it. Better than nerfs. Sylvia changes. Her solo mode recovery is going up, actually. Okay. Her damage dealt in duos is going down, and her damage dealt in squad is also going down. Her attack damage per level in squads is going up, or just attack damage per level in general. Either way, these are changes I'm okay with. I think this one is kind of confusing to me, though. I don't know why she's going to be healing more in solo. Yeah, does that include food? That's a good question, Flammable. Because I know they at one point increased the recovery on Jackie, and I think it was confirmed that it did count for food. I don't know. That's odd. I hope it doesn't include food. I don't think that Sylvia needs that many solo buffs right now. Adriana, gonna be dealing more damage in solo, which she needed to do, and dealing a little bit more damage in duo as well. Aya, Assault Rifle Aya seems to only be performing well when using XCR. Wow, really? Damn, NA just doesn't get AR Aya right now, because that was not on anybody's list in NA. I haven't seen a single XCR Aya in the longest time. It's gotta be a KR thing. AK-12 slightly overperforms for both Aya and Isol at higher tiers. Sniper Aya, however, has a low pick rate in solo, making the data less than ideal. Now that weapon swapping in combat is disabled, we'll investigate the data again in the near future. So they want to hold off on touching Sniper, because pistol sniper is such a popular thing. It obviously makes sniper a lot stronger. So anyways, squad mode, pistol damage dealt 85% to 89%, so she's dealing, wait, we're rebuffing pistol in squad? Okay, yeah, yo, I'm here for this. That's a fat pistol buff for Aya in squad. Damn, I'm here for this. Aya's just as her passive. Shield health is going to be decreased in general, but the attack power ratio is going to be going up. So I I think that will end up actually being pretty good. Not complaining. Isol Q, his Q is now a little bit more difficult to hit. The range of sticking to an enemy is going from 1.4 down to 1.2. Nerf to EB partially. How is that a nerf to EB? Is because the attack power ratio? I don't think it'll change it that much though. I mean, it's a slight nerf, but not much, I think. So basically they're making Isol's Q harder to hit, which is probably fine. Yuki. Dual Swords Yuki isn't really where she should be at the moment. Yeah, I fully agree. It's really weak. It's like really bottom tier weak. In solo, Dual Swords Yuki is going to be dealing 5% more damage, going from 100 to 105%. Duo mode, Dual Sword damage will be going from 92% up to 97%. In squad mode, it will be going the same change, 92 to 97%. That's a change I totally accept. Jackie. At top ranks, Harp was outperforming other weapons. Two-handed swords were pretty strong across every weapon. So basically in solo, two-handed sword will be taking more damage, as it should. I think two-handed sword is like quite easily the best Jackie build at the moment, but I guess Harp is pretty good as well, because Harp is overloaded as hell. Squad mode, dagger damage dealt is increasing by 5%. Fiora. Her ultimate no longer disables after being revived in duo or squad, requiring you to toggle it off and then on again. Fente, her Q, the attack power ratio is going up by 5%. The cast time is going down. Ooh, okay. So her Q now comes out much faster. That's actually a lot faster too. That should be pretty spicy. Heart is going to get less HP per level. Her regen is also going down per level, and her R is no longer cancelled when CC'd at the start of the skill, so it can't be like butt up and then instantly stopped. She has a little bit of CC immunity right at the start. So basically, the idea is that if someone is like casting something as you start your heart ult, it won't just cancel it because something happened right as you were starting it. However, if someone manages to stop you after you have already began it for a second or so, I'm assuming, then you can be stopped. For example, if a Sissela were to come in while you were heart ulting, throw a Q in, and then pull you, that's gonna stop it. But you can't just like get stopped by the AR Isol who has, you know, weapon skill active because the projectile is still floating or still like flying through the air, that sort of thing. Hyunwoo. Hyunwoo is getting more attack power per level. Isn't this bluff? Blush. Oh, Hyunwoo is so kawaii. Hyunwoo. I love the idea that Hyunwoo's W is now called Blush. Hyunoppa. And anyways, Hyun's Blush, his W, is going to be increasing the defense. It's like going from 2 to 4 at early ranks and going up from 50 to 60 at max rank. And his ult Haymaker will be dealing more damage. It's like 50 more damage at the starting rank and 100 more damage at max rank. This is the minimum damage, by the way. So we're just straight buffing Hyun. Attack power ratio minimum 50%. Going up to 70%, and the full charge going from 200% to 210. This is a big Hyun buff. Honestly, a big Hyun buff. His ult's gonna be a lot better now. Kind of crazy. Hedgen. Shuriken Hedgen needs some love. The understatement of the decade. Shuriken Hedgen in solo will be dealing 5% more damage. Will be taking 3% less damage. And bow damage taken... Wait, ooh. So Hedgen's just taking 3% less damage in solos in general. Shuriken is dealing 5% more damage in solos, 6% more damage in duos, and 8% more damage in squads. This is like a proofreading session for you. Dude, Aesop, I got you, buddy. So that's it for the character changes. We're going to talk now about weapon changes. First things first, we already talked about the glove change. Imperial Silk Glove is going from 0.2 movement speed to 0.1. That's a good change. Also, yeah, Aesop, did you manage to... Is the Kiara nerf, did you just like forget to put it in there? It's just did I miss it? Aesop? I don't think any changes to Rapier are going to be enough to fix her issues. Like look, we'll oh boy, 2% less damage on Rapier. Ooh. Aesop. Aesop. She's the best character in the game. Like by a mile. Please. Please. Anyways, Dagger. Vibroblade, gaining some attack speed. Dude, Vibroblade has gotten buffs every single patch for like 5 patches. That's actually insane. This is like Shoix out there is happy. That's actually a big buff. That's a 5% attack speed is a pretty big buff. Yeah, we got no Kiara nerf. I hope we get like a hotfix Kiara nerf, maybe. Please, please God Aesop. With ranked coming out, don't make this mistake. I'm begging you. She gotta go. Karn went in getting 3 attack power. Axe, Harp attack power going from 125 down to 115, which I think is an acceptable change. It was very strong, like too strong before. Assault rifle. The crit chance on AK-12 going from 25% down to 20%. Thank God. The fact that AK-12 was 25% was insane to me. I don't think there are any other crit... Wait, are there other crit weapons that are also at 25%? Is White Fist still at 25%? I thought that went down to 20% at one point, but maybe not. XCR going from 420, some dank amount of HP, down to 350, which is a pretty big HP nerf. That's a whole 70 max HP. The attack power is being upped by 3 just to compensate though. Mistleton, no changes. Shuriken, Death Rune skill amplification is going from 20% up to 23. It just wasn't good enough to build before. Might be worth more now as it's at 23%. 5% less crit won't matter when they just RNG. Yeah, pretty much. Wind and Fire Wheels skill amplification going from 70% up to 20%. Mystic Jade Charm going from 12% up to 15%. I'm totally okay with these buffs because honestly, Shuriken right now, in my honest opinion, Shuriken is one of, if not the weakest, like, weapon type. It's really not that good. You notice this when Sissela, someone who just thrives on using Caltrops, like Caltrops are so good on Sissela, and she gets throw, and it's instantly in like so much better than Shuriken on her, like by so much. That shows you how bad Shurikens actually are right now. Two-handed swords. Parry. No longer deals damage before the dash. Cool. Sounds good. Bow. Rain of arrows indication before arrow falls. So basically, you're gonna see the indicator of where it's gonna land a little bit sooner. It's gonna be easier to dodge out of it. Head changes. I'm trying to get into some other item changes that aren't just weapon stuff. Crown skill amplification going from 11% down to 8%. It's no longer more than Imperial Crown. Imperial Crown skill amp is going down also to 8%. Yikes. Imperial Burgeonet skill amp going up from 14% up to 16%. So it's now, okay, Burgeonet is now clearly the amp headpiece over Crown. It's like actually double the skill amp. If you want a dedicated skill amp head, you gotta go with Burgeonet now over Crown. That being said, Crown is still an amazing headpiece. I don't think losing this 2% is gonna make it unviable. I think it's still quite good. Max HP is such a valuable stat. You're okay losing out on some of this to be able to build it. It's also much easier to make in general. Chest pieces. EOD suit is gaining a small slight buff, going from 10 Enad, or sorry, not Enad, 10 normal attack damage reduction up to 12. Rocker's jacket out of combat movement speed has been nerfed once again, going from 0.2 down to 0.15. The Rocker's jacket stan inside of me is crying a little bit, but that's okay. That's honestly okay. I'm not dropping it yet. I still think it's really good. You didn't feel the last nerf? Me neither, man. Me neither. I say this like every time. Any amount of out of combat movement speed is a lot of out of combat movement speed. Like, it doesn't matter what the number actually is. It's just the fact that you have it. Yeah. Arm changes. Sword stopper, armor. I assume this meant to be defense. The defense is going from 26 up to 28. That's a ton of defense now. Accessory. I still don't think it's gonna be worth building, but you know, whatever. Accessory. Two new accessories. Shaman's Bronze, or Shaman's Bronze, however you want to call it. Rusty Sword plus Stallion Medal. I'm glad they're actually opting to make a Rusty Sword accessory. 5 attack power, 8% skill amp. You can make this entirely within Temple, by the way. It's an uncommon. Okay, so here's my question. It's just an it's just a green accessory. It doesn't build into anything? That's it? It doesn't build into anything? Loot Dagger equals Shaman's Bronze. Okay. Okay. Maybe this is supposed to be something later on. So it's actually Shaman's Bronze plus Blueprint gets you Revenge of Gojin, which is a rare, and it's 10 attack power and 15% skill up. Okay, that's kind of cool. Loot Dagger was the early name for Loot Dagger. Hold on. Hold on, Aesop. Got it. I'm gonna just say that again. Alright. I'm losing my shit today. Holy. Okay, so basically it's Temple plus Pen. Yeah. Temple plus Pen to get a pretty decent accessory. This is concerning. Can someone echo? Can someone validate me? Someone please just validate me right now. I want to stress how much I dislike this recipe. So here's the thing. Temple is already by far the easiest place. Like it's such a no-brainer if you're playing an amp character. Hold on. Oh, there's area changes. All right, hold on. Whew. I gotta stop. I gotta chill. I gotta relax. There's some changes. There's some changes to the locations and they're doing different things. Let's check it out. Chapel, Archery, and Downtown now better spawn points. Cool. DOC :K, Rusty Sword. Sorry, Doc is going from Rusty Swords 4 up to 6. Snare and Coffee Beans are going down from 6 to 5. I think pretty sure it's just coffee in game. I don't think it's called Coffee Beans. You can't drink beans, Aesop. But thank you. Temple. 4 Rusty Swords are being removed. I don't care. 4 Rusty Swords are being removed. 4 ramen is being added. Oh, it's so good. Basically, we're swapping the swords and the ramen between Temple and Archery. Chapel is getting 1 more sword and 1 less whip. Oh, thank God. Thank God we're getting down to 3 whips instead of 4, because we were using all 4 of them before. So now we can have 3. Optimization. Character resources optimized, Lee, Dylan, Yuki, and Kiara. Effect optimizations, sound optimizations, memory leak prevention, vision optimizations. Characters no longer desync and teleport. I swear to God, Aesop. By the way, I don't know how this patch notes review has just become me yelling at Aesop, but I swear to God, Aesop, if rubber banding is not fixed for ranked, I'm gonna lose it. And by lose it, I mean lose my ranked placement matches. Bushes and walls now properly hide characters after players would attack and then hide behind a wall or in a bush. Okay. Maybe this means more consistent bush vision and wall vision? Maybe? You're gonna lose those anyways, thank you. Melee attacks while stealth now disable stealth when an enemy is hit, not at the start of your basic attack. I guess I like that change. I don't really know. It really just nerfs ISIL. Wait, no, it buffs ISIL. That buffs ISIL. The exclamation point ping has been changed from retreat to danger. Good. Because it should have been a danger ping to begin with. FPS in the lobby is now limited to 60 FPS. Okay, that's good. Let's talk more about this accessory and Temple, and my gripe with Temple. If you're going to change Temple, I don't think changing the sword around is necessarily the fix. Like, even a little bit. Why are we not changing the fact that Temple is the de facto amp starting zone? If you're playing a caster, you're playing a mage, you start in fucking Temple. That's just how it works. You just go Temple because it has... Let's talk about the entire laundry list of things that Temple has. Temple has mana regen in the form of cloth. Temple has amp in the form of Buddhist scripture. Temple has amp in the form of paper. Temple has amp in the form of gems. Temple has hairbands, which is important for most amp headpieces. Temple has, what else? Monk robe, which is cooldown reduction, which amp characters need. Temple has fabric armor, which is made, goes into the only amp chest in the game. Like, there's more, I'm pretty sure. But like, I'm trying to tell you guys, this is frustrating me. Why are those things not getting switched around? It's so obvious that an amp character should start Temple. It is the correct answer 10 times out of 10. If we don't take into consideration the fact that there's gonna be 10 other people there, if no one else was spawning on the map and you had an amp build, you had any like caster build currently in the game, you would default to Temple 9 times out of 10 because that's just how it works. It's just so much better than everything else, and as a result, you have a ton of people there. There's also a teleporter. That's true. Yeah, like Temple is insane, and I don't think moving the sword out is gonna make people not go there anymore because the sword was not any of the things I just mentioned. The amp characters 9 times out of 10 don't give a shit about the sword. They're gonna care about it a little bit now, but I don't think this accessory is actually that good. I really don't think this accessory is that good. Like, I don't know why I would want to take this. Like, it's like really good for early game, I guess. That's a power boost, yeah. But like late game, I don't want to be on that. I want to have like CDR coming from like Buddha Sarira, you know, Veritas Lux or something. If you're gonna go with a caster like percent amp accessory, if you have to weigh this against Buddha Sarira / Veritas Lux, man, I'd rather just be on Veritas Lux, like almost always. The only situation where I would want this is potentially like if you're playing with the Queen of Hearts. Is it for dual blade Yuki accessory? Not really, because Yuki, if you're playing like amp dual blades, you want to be on flat amp. So you'd rather be on like Uchiwa. Percent amp's not that great on it. Nerf every caster, true, then no one will want to spawn Temple. Much better to sit on Buddha than switch to something else than build the new thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see this as being valuable enough. I think, like, sure, attack power and amp, like, this is power. This is literally power. It's nice. But I'm worried it's not enough. I think if you don't have flat amp, God, percent amp is just so rough. 15% is a lot. That is a lot of amp. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to just wait and see. Guys, we will have to just wait and see, and that is actually going to conclude the whole patch notes. There's no Kiara nerfs. I am a little disappointed in that. I'm curious what you guys think of this patch. I feel like it's... look, hey, I'm a Sicelo player, so I'm happy about this part. I can't complain too much. I'm sad that there's not enough nerfs to the actual high tiers. Like usual, this has been the theme every single patch for the last, like, 2 months, practically. But, hey, there's changes happening. I don't think they're necessarily bad changes. I just think they need to start addressing more of the important issues. Kiara. The fact that Kiara didn't get nerfed here feels very tone deaf to me. And I feel like that should be so obvious. But there it is. There it is. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the patch notes. So thank you all for watching. And yeah, I will catch you guys later.